All right, Joe, hopefully the rain will hold out for this event. Here on today's Talk of the Town, the Peoria Riverfront Museum is hosting a family-oriented race and walk for participants of all ages. And joining us to talk more about it is Renae Kerrigan from the museum. Renae, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
All righty, we're talking about all the things to know about the Interplanetary 5K 1-mile walk here. People are not actually going to be walking between planets here. I think they'd be exhausted before they even got to the moon. What are we actually doing here?
It is an out-of-this-world mileage that you can accumulate for this event. So we have a community solar system model at the museum where the planetarium is the sun, which is 46 feet in diameter. And then we have the planets spaced out in the correct size and scale distance from the planetarium in our community. So for this out-of-this-world race, you can run to the orbit of Mars and back, so getting a sense of the distances between the planets. And then there is a 1-mile walk option as well, and a kids' fun run where the kids can run a half-mile. So there is fun for the whole family.
It definitely sounds that way. And we were talking a little bit about this beforehand, too, but this is a project that the museum has had for a little while. Tell me about each of these, I call them signposts, but they're not quite that, right?
Yeah, this event has been happening for over 20 years, and I have to shout out to our community volunteer race director, Mike Rucker, who's been helping us have this event go on for so long, and Sheldon Schaefer, who invented the community solar system model over 20 years ago. So yeah, there's information at each of the planets that you can read about as you go. And maybe if you're running and trying to get a good time, you're not going to slow down and read the planets this time, but you can always go back. And also the outer planets are in our community as well. So you can see Jupiter every time you fly through the Peoria International Airport.
Oh, there you go. And what's so cool about those models, too, is that they're so, well crafted and really detailed, and, find it kind of cool to see them in those little chambers, too.
Absolutely. It's a little free family fun that you can do here in the Peoria area.
Absolutely. And what sets this apart? This is a very active event, right? People may say, well, learning and activity, that doesn't maybe come together in quite that way. What sets this apart from other events that the Riverfront Museum holds?
Well, it is a 5K race. It's a timed race, so it's also one of the first races that is in the Peoria community in the year. So it's always a little bit iffy of the weather. We just heard the weather forecast. I'm hoping that rain holds off for
definitely.
Saturday morning. So it's fun, it's active, and you can bring the whole family. It's very accessible. It's right on the beautiful Riverfront Trail, so some people bring leashed dogs for the event as well. So it's a very accessible way to get a little activity and have fun and learning in your day. And you can sign up still. There's still spots left, and the information's at our website, PeoriaRiverfrontMuseum.org.
Excellent. We're going to throw some of that info up on screen, too. March 25th from 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning. 9 a.m. race start time there for you. $20 to $30 for the 5K and $15 to $20 for the 1-mile walk. And, of course, you can find the Riverfront Museum down on Southwest Washington. And you can go to that link if you need more information for registration. Renae, excited to see all those potential astronauts out there at the starting line.
That's right.
Renae, thank you so much for being here today. Always great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
All right, and as always, if you or someone you know would like to join us on Talk of the Town, go to 25newsnow.com/community. You can go to the Talk of the Town tab and submit the form. And, of course, we're celebrating some birthdays in Central Illinois. Stay with us to find out who's blowing out those candles.